Hello Youtubians, and here I have another Pokemon Wi-Fi battle for you guys today. This time it's against Mr.VSC. I battled him before in the showcase video. It was very one-sided, but this battle isn't as much. Anyway, he switches out his Machamp and switches out into a Politoed who's a male named Princess. And I go for the Stealth Rock. So he goes for the Toxic. I was either expecting an attacking move, maybe him predicting a switch, so I went for the Recover, just to see how much damage he can do. I mean, I know it's a Deoxys D with, oh my god, high defenses, but Deoxys D's HP is very low for attack. So anyway, I switch into Electivire, expecting him to possibly predict my Heatran switching because, you know, it's a bit too obvious trying to switch into a Tornadus, since, you know, I resist this Hurricane and all that. I go for the Ice Punch again on Politoed, because I wanted to see if he would possibly overprotect. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. Anyway, I switch to my Tank D-Watt. Yes, this is a D-Watt, not a Samurott. It's actually a very fun Pokemon to use. I mean, it's a D-Watt. When are you ever going to see one of these things? Anyway, he switches into Shelmet and then switches out to Raikou. Yeah, he does. So now he's going to go for the Thunder. I've switched into Meganium. I take that Thunder pretty decently. I think it might be Specs though, since I did a bit more than I expected. Anyway, I'm now in Meganium. I go for the Bullet Seed, possibly predicting maybe a Politoed switching or something. Oh, and that first Bullet Seed crit obviously mattered. I mean, yeah, it obviously mattered, didn't it? Anyway, I go for the Leech Seed. I was expecting him to go for a Rest. Well, it's a Shelmet in the rain, and it gets the ability Hydration, so yeah, I think it's a pretty dang bulky Pokemon with Eviolite. And it's hard to take down since, you know, Eviolite, and it can get Acid Armor. I mean, wow, that's a very bulky Pokemon right there. Anyway, I go for a Body Slam just to deal some damage to the Shelmet since it can't do much to me because it's a Shelmet, of course, and I have a Aromatherapy if I had Toxic. I get a critical hit, which really didn't even do much. He goes for the EQ, probably predicting Heatran to switch in since, well, yeah, but why would I switch in a Heatran when you're in the rain? That's why I have to ask him that. But, oh well, he goes for the Curse, so now I know his set. He is a Curse Venusaur. I said it because he might have been a mixed one with Sludge Bomb or something, but he isn't, he's just a Curse one. So now he's switching Deoxys, expecting him to go for the attack, and now you get to see my Deoxys D's. It's a red card! So now he's into Machamp. I go for the Recover because I want to see how much its payback can do, and of course I want some HP. And it does it's a free KO at best, so I go for Recycle just to phase him out with the red card again. And yes, red card Recycle is legal, I think, anyway. I'm not sure, but I have no clue. All I know is that it's possible if red card is ever released, I guess. I don't know. I don't do much in-game stuff. I just only do the battles, so yeah. Anyway, he goes for a Curse, I snap out of Confusion, and I go for a Recover to get some more HP. Good thing I snapped out of it, because hitting myself again as he's setting up would be pretty dang bad. So I go for the Nightshade here, expecting another Curse and just to get some damage in. And this next turn, I am expecting him to actually attack me. So I'm going to go with the Recycle since, well, I want that thing out of here. And since I have very high defenses, I'm pretty sure I can take it. And I take it not so well, but I have mixed defenses. Now he gets phased out into Raikou and kills me off with an Aura Sphere. I switch into D-Watt, or is it a D-Watt? No, it's a Zoroark! So now Zoroark is switched in, he predicts that. I guess he already knows why, because why would I switch in a D-Watt into Raikou? Well, he's obviously Specs, you know. and you can already see how much HP I have left. So now he goes for the dynamic punch, then he goes for the bullet punch. I was actually expecting him to possibly overpredict this turn, that's why I stayed in. Otherwise I would have switched into Meganium or D-Watt to take the bullet punch. Oh, and that crit obviously mattered, didn't it? Derpy derp herp. Anyway, I go for the toxic. This was a misclick. This was 100% a misclick. I know that thing is hydration, so why would I go for the toxic? Anyway, I go for the encore, so now he's locked into toxic, which is a good thing. Now I'm going to go for the skull, just to see how much damage it does, and it does a pretty decent chunk. He'll faint before he dies to the thing. So now I'll go for another skull, and it does like nothing to the Venusaur. But again, it's a D-Watt, and I expected him to possibly overprotect, so I stayed in, and he goes for the EQ, and I survive. And now I go for the rest, just to heal up to full. So it's very, very good for me. And now he goes into Shelmet, which is going to get wrecked by the Stealth Rocks. And now I'm going to switch into Meganium, go for the Body Slam, and finish off that Shelmet. I don't know if that crit mattered. We shall never know. He goes for the Hydro Pump, probably either a misclick or overprediction, I have no clue. And now I'm going to go for the Bullet Seeds. I know it's probably more of a wiser idea to have Seed Bomb if it's a physical Meganium, but I have Bullet Seed there for the substitutes, or those pesky sub-Pokemon that like to substitute for my, well, to not get hit by my Leech Seed. Yeah, that's what I mean. Anyway, he switches into Venusaur, and I went for the Bullet Seed. That turned, I think, to be nice. I can't remember. Did I use that to be nice? I'm not sure. I don't know. Kind of looked away a bit, so now I went with the Body Slam, and it doesn't do much. I'm trying to get some power hacks here, but now I'm going to go with the Aromatherapy to wake up D-Watt. He may not be that useful, but he could be possibly useful a Death Fodder, or to use him for Encore. So it's a good thing to just, you know, wake him up. So now I'm going to go for another Body Slam, and I finally get the paralysis. I mean, God, it took... I mean, I've used many Body Slams, and it took it that long to give me paralysis. So now I go for the Bullet Seeds. This term's for logs, by the way, because really, why would I use Bullet Seed when I could just use Body Slam and even kill his Raikou when it switches in? But anyway, he goes for another Curse. I think I'm gonna go for another. No. I'm gonna switch into D-Watt. Yeah, to possibly Encore it, but he goes into it. He goes into Earthquake. He uses Earthquake, and then I use Scald with D-Watt, and it doesn't do much, but he gets paralyzed, which is, you know, nice, I guess. And I'm going to go for another Scald, and he gets paralyzed again! Yay! Now I'm going to go for another Scald. Let's see if he gets paralyzed again. Come on, paralyzed. No! Go through it! And now he smacks my D-Watt with a Power Whip, and he fades. Such a tragic moment. The brave D-Watt shall be remembered, but now he will be avenged by Eruption! And no, this Heatran doesn't have Eruption. Why would I want a quiet nature? So now he goes for Aura Sphere, and I barely hold on. And now he goes for Earth Power. So that was a good game, Mr.VSC. I hope you guys enjoyed the battle. Please leave a comment below if you did, and I'll see you guys later.